Good morning, and welcome to Redeemer Lutheran Church. I'm Pastor Gary Lodeholt. Every Easter, I'm intrigued. I think about Neil Armstrong and his first words as he stepped foot on the moon. He had pondered what to say, and many might agree he came up with something pretty good in the end. But that makes me ponder, what would I have said? And then at Easter, my imagination is captured by the question of, what are the right first words for the risen Christ to say to his followers when he first appeared? This week I'm walking us through a worship service we did here at Redeemer on the Sunday after Easter in 2016. That Sunday is typically pretty low in attendance, and so to do something unique, we offered a worship of scripture and carols. No one had ever heard of an Easter carol before, but any song that is a song of religious joy can be called a carol, and if there's ever a time for religious joy, Easter is it. The third scripture we read that Sunday was the story that happened on Easter evening. After the disciples had pondered all that had happened that day with Jesus appearing to various people, they were mostly gathered in one room behind locked doors when suddenly Jesus was there among them. I can easily imagine their shock and bewilderment, and that's the moment I ponder. What would Jesus say then? What would you say? Well, here's what Jesus said. Peace be with you. It's hard to imagine any words better suited to that moment. Hard to imagine any words we need to hear more. Peace be with you. Don't be afraid at my appearing. In fact, don't be afraid about anything. You are mine, and I've got this. I am victorious. Amid all the fears and worries of our lives, the risen Christ comes into that place and says to us, peace be with you. Don't be afraid at all. We followed this story with a hymn named The Peace of the Lord. I'm pretty sure you don't know this hymn. It's a fairly new hymn written in 1968 in Spanish by Anders Ruth. According to Ruth, he wrote it for his seminary class to teach the meaning of the assembly's sharing in the greeting of peace during worship. The hymn focuses on the peace of the Lord over and over, and invites us to ponder peace and leads us to where true peace is found among us. The peace of the Lord is for you and for me and for all of God's children, verse 1 says. Verse 2 goes on to remind us that the peace of the Lord is among us right now, and we should open our arms to receive it. And finally, the third verse reminds us that the peace of the Lord is kept within. Let's try that sentence again. Finally, the third verse reminds us that the peace of the Lord kept within cannot live. So open yourselves to share it. What a gift. They are perhaps the best first words of all, the words in our strife-torn lives that we need to hear most. Christ is victorious. There is no room for fear. Peace be with you. Thanks for watching, and remember to let this day belong to God.